Hi, I'm Paul from the NewsWise team at the Guardian Foundation. Thank you for enrolling your class in Journalist Training School and for taking on the essential role of Chief Editor. To help you deliver each NewsWise lesson, you will find an online lesson plan, a downloadable PDF version, and an explainer video just like this one. NewsWise is an award-winning news literacy program. But what is news literacy? Well, we see it as having three strands. First, understanding the news is where children are exposed to real news reports and learn how the news is produced. Next, critically navigating the news is when children develop the skills they need to dive deeper into the news. They'll learn about bias and balance, the difference between fact and opinion, and how to spot real or fake news. The final strand is producing news. Your pupils will become reporters and put everything they've learned into practice. We believe that news should be truthful, fair, balanced, and interesting. These are our NewsWise values. Each of the lesson plans links to one of these values. You can also download this poster and display it in your classroom. Each lesson plan includes learning objectives, lesson outcomes, curriculum links, and clear guidance so you can deliver the activities successfully. Some of the planned activities may not work for your class, so make any adaptations you need so that your pupils can navigate the lessons successfully. Before delivering any of the lessons, take a moment to look over the core knowledge and skills section. We draw on knowledge from real newsrooms, so this section will explain the newsroom-specific subject knowledge needed for each of the lessons. Another key part of the lesson plan is the Journalist Training School context. Journalist Training School creates an immersive learning experience in your classroom, and it anchors each of the lessons in the real-world context of the newsroom. Refer to this at the start of each lesson so your pupils will realise that the skills they're working on in class relate to the real skills of the newsroom. Part of the immersive experience is having the class teacher take on the role of chief editor, so be ready to take control of your newsroom. This might mean deciding which stories are or aren't appropriate to report on, rewarding your journalists who are doing a good job, or leading class-wide discussions, just like the morning conference that takes place in every newsroom. Visit our website for tips on how you can turn your classroom into a newsroom and bring Journalist Training School to life. The news stories in each lesson have been carefully chosen and are always child-friendly. However, every class is different, so some stories may not feel suitable for your class. Make sure you swap out any stories that you don't think are appropriate. We have detailed guidance developed with the PSHE Association on how to make your classroom a safe climate for learning about news. Find this on our website. To get started on the NewsWise project, make sure you download all the resources you need, check our guidance on how to make your classroom into an immersive newsroom, and make sure your classroom is set up to be a safe environment for learning about the news by referring to our guidance.